to Cooking Together Generations. This is our 10th episode. It's going to kind of be a quiet one. Chris and Amanda are in Nashville on a little trip, and they won't be back. And so it just leaves Brock and I and Rose. So we've already got everything all set up. I had an inquiry from lady this week about an egg question. I was just doing a little research there because I thought I knew the answer, but wanted to make sure that I was correct. While I was doing it, I discovered some interesting things about eggs. One egg has 70 calories and 6 grams of protein. Now, there's been some questions over the years. I think eggs have gotten a bad rap. You know, don't eat the yolks, eat whites, don't eat this, don't, you know. Bottom line, when it gets down to it, yes, eggs have cholesterol. They have fat, but it's unsaturated fat, so it's the good fat. It does have cholesterol, again, but according to the science, it raises the HDL, which is good. It doesn't affect the LDL very much, only at about 30% of the people. So 70% of us are okay. But don't take my word for it. Check with your physician. The question the lady had was what's the difference between brown and white eggs? Zero. Nothing. Brown eggs are more expensive. Brown eggs are more expensive because there are not that many brown eggs produced. There is no difference between brown and white. People say, well, the yolk in the brown egg is more yellow or a deeper color. That's correct, but that's not because the egg is a brown egg. It's because the egg was raised free range, and it's the kind of feed that the egg has that creates the color of the yolk. Red chickens, brown chickens lay brown eggs. White feathered chickens lay white eggs. If they're both raised free range, they're going to produce the same kind of darker yolk. So again, there's no difference between the two eggs. It's how they're raised. So anyhow, since we had the question, we thought we'd do some egg recipes today. So the first one we're going to do here is a baked egg recipe. And I have a couple little Ramekins here. And I'm going to coat those real quickly with some butter. And then we're going to add a few little things and we're going to bake it. So, okay, we got a little butter in there. Now we'll just add a little, well, we add a little ham. And of course, you know, it's the Roses, so we've got to have a little cheese someplace. So there we'll put a little Parmesan cheese in. And then we'll crack an egg on top. And we'll use a white egg and a brown egg so we can just say there's the difference, okay? Now, we got that done. It's very simple. We just go to the oven and put this in the oven at, oh, you need to make sure you have a little water in your baking dish around the Ramekins. So we'll go to the oven here and we'll just pop this in the oven. Here, get warm in there. We have one going there, it's not quite done yet, so we'll go ahead and put this in. And we'll wait on that one a few minutes. While we're doing that, we can start on our next recipe, which what we're going to do is we're going to do a scrambled egg. We're going to do a scrambled egg with a little treat with it, so grab some stuff here to do scrambled eggs with. I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 eggs in here, I guess. We'll whip those up real quick. And just a touch of cream. And you'll notice here, we like to do stuff local. This is a local dairy called Crystal Springs Dairy. It's just over in Osceola, Indiana, which is just a few miles away from us here. Nice fresh cream. You notice everything comes in a glass bottle. It's kind of fun. Go back in time and have a glass bottle which you can rinse out after you're done and take back, and you get a credit when you go back to buy your next half gallon of milk or your cream or whatever you buy. So there we have our eggs mixed up. And we'll go over here and we'll just got a little butter in the skillet here. So what we'll do is we'll turn on the burner. Now we don't need it real high. We'll put it about medium high. Let that butter heat up a little bit. While we're doing that, let's check our baked eggs and see how we're doing here. Well, we're getting close, but not quite there yet. So by the time we get to the end of things here, we'll be ready, okay? So our butter's getting heated up. We're going to add our eggs. We'll throw a little salt and pepper in there. Oops. Keep this to turn them with. Okay, this we do these. You need to do them slow. If you do them fast, you have the tendency, particularly with the butter in there, to burn them. So we'll get these going here. And they're starting to set up already. One of the age-old questions is which came first, the chicken or the egg? And I know the answer, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you because if you want to find out, if you've already bought the cookbook, Cooking Together Revisited, you'll get the answer. If you haven't bought the cookbook and you want to know the answer, go online and buy the cookbook, and in about a week or so you'll get the book, and then you'll know which came first, the chicken or the egg. And then you can tell all your friends how smart you are because you know. There, now see how those are thickening up real nice, and we're keeping them fluffy by keeping them on a little lower heat by not burning them or overcooking them. Now again, it's going to depend on how you like your eggs, whether you where you stop. That cream in there, look at that cream in there, just makes them so creamy, and I want to eat them already. Now see, right about now is where I like to stop. I like them just a little moist, like that. So we're gonna, since I'm doing them, we're gonna do them my way. Okay? Over here, I have a couple pieces of wheat toast, wheat toast, I've toasted them. On top of that, I have a little piece of smoked salmon. And so here's what we're going to do to serve these. We're going to put the eggs on top of the smoked salmon, like so. Whoop. Well, you get the idea, folks. Okay, don't want to stay on there. Got eggs that don't want to cooperate today. Good like that. A little more over there. We'll take those to eat for us. And then I'm going back over here to finish this dish. The way we're going to finish it is, get my spoon down here. We'll fix these eggs up here and get them right. Okay. All right. Finish them up like that. Where we're going to finish this is, we're going to put a little arugula in between here. So you got a little salad with your eggs. You could serve this for, that's the other thing with eggs. You don't have to limit eggs for breakfast. And eggs were originally thought of as a breakfast dish because laborers needed to have a good start to the day, and the protein and the nutrients in eggs gave them that kick for the day. We'll dress this with just a little olive oil. That's about enough. And to top it off here, we'll give each a little squirt of sour cream, a little dollop, and our favorite thing, a few little capers. Let some of that caper juice out there. There you are. There's our dish. We'll just set that one over here. So anyhow, like I said, the chicken and the egg, you need to go to cookbook, okay? I think, yes, perfect. We have our baked eggs ready. Oh, they're perfect, 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 perfect. Look at those. What we're going to do here is we're going to plate this like this. And like this. And then we'll take it over here and finish it off like we have to. Always have to finish them off. So the way we're going to do this one is we're going to finish this off with a little chives on the eggs. We're going to do our arugula this time, but this time we're going to do it with a little fruit, and we're going to use oranges. So fresh oranges on the side. There you go. Now folks, like the lady sent the question about the brown eggs, if you got any questions, comments, please, 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 please get a hold of us. Email, Facebook, a little white wine over the top. Always got to put wine in something. A nice fresh biscuit in the center. And there you have your baked eggs. I'll set that one over there too. So now we have our 2 egg recipes for the day. Get my cloth out of the way there. And there you go. The cookbook is, like we said last week, is in printing. We should be having it, be shipping probably not this week, following week. We need to do the assembly. The binders are here, the covers are here, the easels are here, all the materials are here. We're just waiting on the text of the cookbook. Next week, please join us because we're going to have a special show. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be, but it's going to be really special, so don't miss it next week. By the way, somebody asked, when do you film those? We usually do them Sunday morning, Sunday around noon, and then they go up online on Facebook about 5, 6 o'clock as our technician Brock gets them done, gets the music put in, and gets the photos and stuff. So it does a little editing. So I guess that's it. We have our eggs, and our eggs. See you next week. Thanks.